everybody, Styx here with TheTokenMinorities, bringing you another episode of Styx versus the top of the ladder using this same OU team with the Mega Pincer. And this battle is against the other biggest threat against my team, Mega Gardevoir. And we will see how I'm able to deal with that as we just go ahead and jump right into the battle. Now, he leads with his Gardevoir, predicting that I led with my Pincer because I would be able to outspeed and straight up OHKO with Frustration. Now, this early in the match, there's no reason to overpredict, so I just go for the safe Frustration, as it's going to do a chunk to everything on his team, including his T-Tar. As he does switch in that T-Tar to take the Frustration, it takes it very nicely. And right here, I did not see any lefties at all, so that should have been a little red flag to me that he might be Scarfed. However, seeing that he has the Excadrill and Keldeo and Latios, I know that T-Tar would have no reason to be Scarfed, so I just decide to stay in this next turn and KO it with the close combat, showing me that no, he is not Scarfed, so he is either Smooth Rock or a banded T-Tar. But either way, that threat is now out of the way, as he does decide to go into his Keldeo, I believe. And unfortunately, a full health Keldeo can take a Mega Pincer's Quick Attack with relative ease. I believe it'll live with around 35% or something. So I just decided to switch into my Rotom Wash, taking the Scald. As long as I don't get the burn, I should be in pretty good shape, and I don't, which is very nice. Now, looking at his team, I know he's not going to leave Keldeo in, so I just decide to get a Will-O-Wisp off because nothing on his team will appreciate the residual damage. And he goes into his Ferrothorn, which is actually the very one I was hoping he would go into, because my team can't do much to Ferrothorn. I don't have a single fire move. I mean, I obviously have Close Combat and Secret Sword, but how I take care of Ferrothorn is usually with burn and residual damage. And right here, I just decided to Volt Switch out, go into my Lando, because I have a mini Volturn core with these two, and they're the main way that I deal with Ferrothorn. And this right here, I was kind of predicting the T-Wave or something like that, but I thought he might get up his rocks and Lando can just U-turn out, even if he does go for Leech Seed, get some more damage off on him. I don't want to get my rocks up yet because I don't want to be at such a low health to take a lot of Leech Seed. However, he does predict the switch, and T-Tar gets seeded right now. Now, I believe I just fire off Crunches because nothing on his team will appreciate it. Keldeo is the only thing on his team that resists, and even it will not like to take a Choice Band and Crunch. As you can see, that does a full 40%. Oh no, Keldeo got the attack raise, all the Aqua Jet. But anyway, T-Tar should not stay in, and considering the sand is still up, that shows me that this was a Smooth Rock T-Tar, meaning that Excadrill was most definitely Sand Rush. And right here, I make a very dumb play. I did not want to switch in Rotom because of maybe you'd use Secret Sword or go for the or get the Scald Burn. So I go into my Landorus. Like I said, that was a very, very dumb play because I needlessly sacked it. If you went for Scald and got the burn on Rotom, I could just switch out into my Keldeo or even Pain Split off the damage. But because I switched into Landorus, I just get straight knocked out by the Scald. Like I said, very dumb play. I lose Landorus, and I lose something that can check Excadrill later in the game. So right here, I just kind of compound my stupid mistakes as the Sandstorm does run out, and I go into my Keldeo. Again, this was a very dumb play. I should have just gone into Mega Pincer and Quick Attacked because nothing on his team would have liked it, and the only things that really could have taken it without getting very significant damage were Ferrothorn and Excadrill, who would have been KO'd by Close Combat. But for whatever reason, I go into my Keldeo, and I actually double switch into my Tyranitar, predicting the Ferrothorn to come back in, I believe. but he decides to switch into his Gardevoir, predicting the Secret Sword, which is a great play on his part, and unfortunately, right now, I am going to lose something on my team. I decide that T-Tar is more of a liability than anything, mostly because of the Sand Stream and the fact that his Excadrill will be able to abuse the Sand Rush. But since I have a free switch, I just decide to go into my Mega Pinsir, because something on his team will die whenever I have Mega Pinsir in on something that it's faster than. So right here he switches out, goes into his Ferrothorn. It's a good play. I will take Iron Barbs and Sandstorm damage, and I'll have to take 2 turns of Iron Barbs in fact. But I will get the KO on Ferrothorn, which has kind of been a thorn in my side, pun intended. But now it's going to go down to another frustration. I had no reason to go for anything else. I believe I might have been able to Swords Dance, maybe wear out the sand, but I believe that Latios would have been able to live a +2 quick attack. Somebody please calculate if I'm wrong. But now he goes into his Exca. There is 1 turn of sand left. I just have to stall that out, and I decide to go in my Rotom because I know he's going to go for the Rock Slide. That does pitiful damage to it. And now I'm knowing that there's no way Excadrill will want to stay in. So I just decide to go for a Volt Switch and get some initiative going, as he does go into his Mega Gardevoir, I guess predicting the Hydro Pump or Will-O-Wisp. And now I'm able to go into my Mega Pinsir, and once again something will die. He's most likely just going to sack his Gardevoir, because it can't really do too much except for outspeed Rotom, but that's about it. He still has Latios for that. And down goes his Gardevoir as he brings in Latios. Now, I don't know what set this is. I'm kind of hoping he'll go for Draco Meteor, which is why I switched in Exca, but he reveals that he does have the HP Fire, which is very unfortunate. Right here, I really should have just sacked Rotom because it wouldn't be able to do much against his team. I mean, it does do well against his Excadrill and can switch into Keldeo, but at this point, Mega Pinsir KOs Keldeo with Quick Attack, and my own Keldeo outspeeds, and Excadrill just can take an Earthquake because its balloon is still intact, and take whatever hit from Latios, as you can see, and would have been able to get off Iron Head damage to the point where Mega Pinsir would have been able to KO with Quick Attack. But I make another Bonehead play, and I see that he's Life Orb, so I know that I just need to get a little more damage to the point where my Mega Pinsir can KO with a Quick Attack. And at this point, if I can get Latios low enough, Mega Pinsir cleans up with Quick Attack and Close Combat, because nothing on his team can really take it. And he goes for the Psyshock here, which KOs my Exca. And at this point, I am just going to go into my Keldeo, I believe, just get a little more damage off with the Secret Sword, and then he will have to KO me, take more damage from his Life Orb, to where Mega Pinsir will be able to KO with Quick Attack, and there's nothing he can do. My Mega Pinsir outspeeds Keldeo and Latios with priority, and KOs the Excadrill, just outspeeds with Close Combat. I now go into my Mega Pinsir just to clean up the game as he switches into his Excadrill. I mean, maybe thinking he could live an Earthquake or something, but I do just go for the Quick Attack. There goes his Balloon, and I've already revealed that I have Close Combat, which will be more than enough to take out the Excadrill. And at this point, it is really just good game, because he can't do anything to me. He can't even hit me before I KO him, and he just decides to scoop here. And looking at his rating, he is 1858, or was 1858, and that was good enough to be, I believe it was number 40 on the OU ladder, which was top 50, and thus warranted a video on this. But anyway, that was the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And this is Styx, signing out. Why not? See you guys.